Hi guys, welcome back to the weekly vlog. I'm Mike, and thanks for joining us on Our Wyoming Life as we continue to explore the ranch life and escape the ordinary. Hanging out with us today, Miss Mackenzie. We're over here at the chicken house where we're doing something extra special, but not for the chickens. We're actually going to be cohabitating in the chicken house. The chicken house is going to become a goat/chicken house. What do you think of that idea?
The chickens are getting neighbors.
The chickens are they're kind of getting roommates, actually. I think you've heard me talk about our chicken house before. It's divided into different rooms, and we actually have a brooding area in the chicken house that's not being used right now. So we figured, hey, what the heck? For winter, we can put the goats in there until we figure out something better. Hi, Grace. How you doing?
Good.
You having fun?
Yeah, I found so many ladybugs over there.
You found so many ladybugs?
Yeah, they like the plants over there.
They do like plants over there. Very cool. All right, we also have a special guest with us on the ranch back here in the Bobcat helping us out. We'll check in with him just a little bit later, but you might know him from previous episodes. He made it a whole week and a few days in California, and now he is back on the ranch. Ranch hand Jeff is back to work over there. I just knocked Kenzie's pop out of her hand. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right. Okay, so what we're doing right now is we're building up a fence area for the goats. We're going to put in some fun stuff for them to do. And yeah, what? Like a playground. Yeah, we're going to do like a playground. So we're going to work on this for a little bit. We'll bring you back in a few, and you guys check it out and see what you think. It's all done, and time for goats. Let's goat!
Here we go.
Goats have never gone this way. Whole new direction. So hopefully their new home keeps them warm in the wintertime, keeps them entertained because they have outside access and they have inside access. We'll give you a whole tour here in just a second. All right. So this is the play area that we just got done building. Chicken wire fence throughout, 50 inches high, and the ability to expand if we have to. They have their toys out here. They got their tires, they got their slide, and of course they have hay. Let's go inside. We'll check it out inside. And this is the inside. A shorter fence in here, but if we have to make it taller, we can. And if they jump out, they're just inside the chicken house, so no big deal, right, Kenz?
Yeah, they could get to that.
All right, guys, that's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow. Lots of cool stuff on the way on the weekly vlog. I'm going to give you a behind-the-scenes look at Wednesday's video as well, so stick around for that. Erin's got a nice little cooking demonstration coming up for us later on the week. All kinds of cool stuff planned. Stick around right here on Our Wyoming Life. Hi, guys. Good morning and welcome to Tuesday here on the vlog. It's a big morning for Bean anyway. Bean gets to go to the vet this morning. Good morning, Bean. All right, Bean is definitely not too thrilled this morning. And that is mainly, well, because today is the day that she is going to get spayed. So she's going to spend the entire day at the vet. You're not familiar with Bean. Bean is our Catahoula leopard dog. She's just over 11 months old, I do believe. And so it's time to get this nipped in the butt, so to speak. And we're going to get her to town, drop her off. Now, she doesn't really do well with confinement. She doesn't do well with leashes. And that's all our fault, basically. But a lot of it has to do with the dog's, mentality and personality and all that kind of good stuff. So we will get her to town and get her dropped off. We've got a busy day ahead of us. We're filming today for Wednesday's video, I hope. And then we've got a lot of different stuff going on. So Erin's doing baskets today for the Edible Prairie Project, so she's got to get that done. So she's going to be running all over the place. So getting her dropped off here early this morning, and then I'm not sure what time she's going to be done. That we'll have to go pick her up, but we'll see how she's doing and make sure that she gets through this whole thing. Okay. Are you okay? It's funny how dogs know when there's something up, but we'll get her through it. And we're here at the vet where we can now work on getting Bean out of here and see if we can get her inside. I know you hate it, but it's a big day. Sit, Bean. Sit down. No, I gotta put your leash on, kiddo. I'm sorry. I know it sucks. Okay. Oh. All right, come on, let's go. Stay with me, Bean. Okay, that was fun. Actually, she did a lot better than I thought she would. They'll give me a call later on today when she's done, and then we'll figure out how we're going to get her home. All right, guys, we are back at the vet, and we're going to go pick up Bean. She's been here for about 6 hours or so, so we're going to go take a look. Grab her and bring her back here and get her in the truck and get her home. Hopefully she's okay. Oh, there she is. Okay, you can't, Bean, you gotta move over to the other seat. Can you move over there? Come on. No, get over on the other side. Just get on the passenger side. There we go. Good girl, you can do it. Scoot your bottom. Come on. There you go. Good girl. You okay? You okay, Bean? She's a little mad at me. So they said that we have to limit her activity for 14 days. Yeah. I don't think she can chill for 14 days, but we'll see. All right, you ready to go home? Bean? Bean? Hey. She's ready to go home. Bed's too small for you. It's fine when you were a little puppy, but it's just too. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna let Bean take a little rest, and I've got some more chores to do. I've got some filming to do for Wednesday, and yeah, so that's where we're gonna wrap things up for today. Bean is doing great so far. We'll check in with her a little bit later on in the week and see how she's doing. that being said, most farmers are good people, and even people that are dealing with the hay situation right now, and hay in South Dakota is $250 a ton just sitting in the field. That doesn't include delivery. We're getting it for about $200 a ton delivered all the way from Kansas City, Missouri. But at the same time, I don't want to fault farmers and hay farmers for playing the game, that they're getting what they can, and obviously people are paying it. So if you're gonna, I hate to say that the prices are jacked up artificially, but they are, because I know what it costs to put up a bale of hay. I know what depreciation is on a tractor. I know how much twine costs or net wrap costs. I know how much fuel costs. I can figure out, and in fact, we did a video about it just a couple of years ago, how much it costs to put up a single bale of hay. I know how much money I've got into that. So when I see bales of hay for $250 a ton, I know that somebody's making money, and it sure as heck ain't me. So at the same time, it's a tough situation. Everybody's got bills to pay. Everybody's looking at, $200,000 tractors or whatever else that they've got staring them down the throat, and they're saying, okay, well, if I can put up hay and somebody's going to pay me this ridiculous amount of money for it, I might as well do it. And so I think as a rancher myself, and as a business owner and everything else, that I have to look at that and say, okay, that's their game and that's their lane, and they can drive in it if they want to, but I've got to go somewhere else. I have to figure this out, and I have to do what's best for ourselves. And I think that's where this mentality with farmers and ranchers of, this is the way we've done it for hundreds of years, and this is the way we need to continue to do it. And I was, when we first came here, that was Gilbert's thing. Like, that's what I heard all the time. Well, this is just the way we've always done it. And unless you start thinking outside the box and you start saying, okay, well, there's got to be a better way to do this, or a cheaper way, or a way that's safer for the cows, or safer for me, or whatever the situation may be, you've got to do it. You've got to do it for yourself, you've got to do it for your family, and you've got to do it for future generations. And that's where the things really start to matter for me, is I don't want my kids to grow up thinking about how hard this life was for mom and dad, because if that's all they hear and that's all they see, then they're not going to want to do this. And if they don't want to do this, there's nobody else waiting behind me, waiting to take over the ranch. So I think that being able to show future generations that we're problem solvers, that we don't just say, okay, well, that's how it's always worked, and that's what we got to do, and inflation is this much, and fuel costs this much, and there's nothing we can do about it. I think that's a slippery slope to start going down, because your kids see that, and they see heartache. I don't care how, Mackenzie, she's 10 years old. I know she can see when mom and dad are frustrated about money or paying bills and going, why does this cost so much? There's got to be a better way. And that's what we want her to see, is that we find solutions for those problems, because there usually is a solution. Going to Missouri for hay is crazy. That's insane. But once you start doing the math and you start figuring it out, and it's like, wait a minute, and then you find the right people to help you do that, that's where it all starts to click into place, and that's where it all starts to make sense. I'm sorry, that's the end of my rant, but I do just want to make that very clear, that's why we do things differently. That's why we're hoping to show people a different way to do things, and then that's really what we're trying to do, for not only for our own kids, but for anybody who wants to watch and see what we're doing, and maybe they can come up with some of their ideas of their own, and then they'll be able to figure it out. So we want the farmer to stay around. We want the rancher to stay here. We want to be able to support local ranchers and farmers, and we don't want every single piece of meat that we buy to come from JBS or Cargill or Tyson or National Beef. We want to be able to support local farmers and ranchers. So, okay, that's the end of my rant. I promise I'm done. It's a beautiful morning on the ranch. welcome back. It's Thursday here on the daily vlog. Thanks for hanging out with me this far. We're heading back to the cows, and I do appreciate you guys listening to my rant there. Sometimes it's easy to get going, and a lot of that stuff really never really makes it into videos, so I'm glad that I'm able to share that with you. I'm sure that it's going to cause some comments and a few issues and stuff like that, emails and that, but it happens. In fact, even yesterday's video where we had a chance to come down and feed those new bales to the cows, I was really surprised at the number of people that can diagnose hay just from a few seconds or even a few minutes in a video. So it's really interesting to me. Of course, we're going to get that hay tested still. We're going to find out what we're looking at. But now I'm actually down here with the cows once again because I wanted to really kind of put this whole thing to the test and take a look and see what the cows ate and what they didn't eat out of that bale. So I am literally right back where we started yesterday, where we started feeding with the tractor. We're going to get out and take a look. All right. Hey, cows. Still got cows hanging out here. They're still liking the area. Cows made some poop out of that hay. But as I look around here now, I can see, obviously there's some stuff still left. This is some of the sticks that were left in there. The cows are definitely not going to eat that. And there is a little bit of that as we walk through here. Hey, girl. You're okay. Relax. But as I look around here, I am not seeing anything left from that bale. So a perfect, I don't know, indication of if that bale was palatable to the cows, if they liked it. Well, they cleaned it up. They did do that. That's for sure. Good job, girls. And a couple boys. I had to laugh at the comments, talking about the cows coming running for the food. And really, you can look at these cows and you can tell they're not malnourished. In fact, most of them look pretty good for this time of year. Their calves are still nursing, so that's going to pull them down just a little bit, but we don't see any huge pin bones over on this side. That's where the pin bone is. We don't see any massive protrusions, and as she turns her butt to us, we can actually even get a better look at, well, maybe she'll turn her butt to us, at what she looks like. She's not going to show us her hind end. She keeps on turning. But honestly, she looks pretty good, and most of the cows do. We see a little bit of like some ribs we can see there on that cow. That's not a bad thing. Of course, there's a bull standing right here looking at us. Hey, buddy, how you doing? That one looks really good. The red one right next to her, looking just as fine. So, cows looking good. And really what, when they all came a-running for the hay, the only way I can explain it, it's like the difference between making dinner at home and going to a restaurant. It's so much easier to go to a restaurant, grab a quick bite to eat, and be done than actually making dinner at home. And that's exactly what these cows took advantage of yesterday. They saw us with the food wagon come a-running, grab their food, and they're happy to do that. Wow, that sun is bright. Holy smokes. That's it for today, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Hi guys, welcome to Friday here on the ranch, brought to you by Bodine Farms in Hartley, Delaware. If you're looking for local beef and you live in Delaware, it's the place to be. Check them out. Thanks for the shirt, guys. Really do appreciate it. If you were listening earlier on in the vlog, you heard me say that Jeff is back. He is. Jeff is back on the ranch. He made it a little bit over a week in California before he decided to come on back, and he is going to try a Wyoming winter, and I hope that you can follow along with him as he does that. I figured we would take some time today, and we're going to go try to find him, and if we can find him, we're going to have a little chat with him. So let's see if we can ring up old Jeff. Hey Jeff, this is Mike. Where are you at?
dropping the water off, putting the bucket on.
Do you mind if I come over and say hi to you and bring a camera? All right, I'll be there in just a second. All right, he's over here dropping the auger off of the Bobcat, so let's go see what he's up to and see what brings him back to the ranch. Well, it's a beautiful day in northeast Wyoming. This is what they call fall in other places. Usually we go directly from fall to winter. It's kind of like a bad penny that keeps on showing up, just like our friend over here hanging out in the shade, Mr. Jeff, ranch hand Jeff. Made it 8 days in California. I guess 8 days away from the ranch, honestly.
Yeah, I left on a Monday and got back on a Tuesday. Not the next Tuesday, but one after that.
Right, yeah, that's crazy, man. So obviously you're from California. You've lived there your whole life, most of your life.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like a vacation.
It was a mini vacation.
Mini vacation. Did you do anything fun while you were back home?
No. No, I watched TV for 7 days.
Nice. Anything good?
Downton Abbey. I'm hooked on Downton Abbey, so...
I'm sure we'll get comments about that.
Yeah, well,
you know, it's all good. It's all good. So you're back on the ranch, and I kind of let the cat out of the bag that you're gonna make a go at a Wyoming winter.
Yep.
Any thoughts? Any preconceived notions that you've got in your head? Anything you're worried about?
No, I brought back a lot of insulated clothing.
Now, you lived in New Jersey for quite a while, and winters in Pennsylvania. Yeah. So winters there are no picnic, I'm sure.
Blizzards and 0-degree weather, so it's not foreign to me. It's just not pleasant.
It's not pleasant for you.
Yeah.
Jeff is very warm-blooded. His little camper he keeps, what's the temperature you keep in there?
About 78.
78 degrees. Oh, my gosh. All right, so now that you're back on the ranch, let's talk really quick about what we've got coming up. We've got bulls that we need to take out. We've got a calf out there with an abscess that we got to do something about. Right. We've got preg checking coming up, preconditioning calves, selling calves. All kinds of stuff. We have a whole renovation project happening on the north side of the road that we haven't even told you guys about yet, but we're completely redoing the RV area. Anything that you're really looking forward to?
Everything. Everything.
Do you have any of your own projects?
No. Well, I need to level the trailer. I guess the wind blew while I was gone.
It did. It did.
It almost knocked it off of the block. So
it really did. Yeah,
that's the only major project for me is get back level again.
In more ways than one.
Roll out of bed, you know.
I'm gonna say you're leveling out in more ways than one. I'm gonna stick with that. Yeah. That's more poetic.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Philosophical thing.
Philosophical. Speaking of philosophical, stick around because tomorrow we're going to check in with Erin, and she's going to teach us how to make a vegetable couscous medley. It's our first cooking segment on the weekly vlog, and I don't know. Are you going to try it?
No.
Well, I will.
Know what's in couscous? Is a vegetable okay, but couscous,
I like couscous, man. It's good.
I may try it. I've tried a couple of things since I've been here, so.
You wouldn't think you'd come to Wyoming to try couscous.
No, it's not really a country thing.
No, it's not.
Is she going to make biscuits and gravy sometime?
No, she's not.
Man.
Well, she may, actually. We'll get there eventually. We just got to get all the sophistication out of her first, you know, and get a couple drinks in her, and then we have biscuits and gravy and you know, succotash and whatever else there is.
I'll bring the White Claw.
There you go. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Hi guys, and welcome to our home. It is Saturday on the weekly vlog, last day of the weekly vlog actually, for this week, and we start all over again on Monday. We're hanging out with Erin, and we promised that we were going to be making some couscous vegetable medley. Is that correct? Is that what it's called?
And it's like roasted vegetable, lemon, parsley couscous.
I like the word medley in food.
That's fine.
Is that okay? Can I call it a medley?
No.
So what's our plan here?
So this is kind of something I make a lot this time of the year. I just have a ton of vegetables that kind of like maybe don't look so great, like some sad wilty celery, but like it's fine roasted. So I kind of just take whatever's left at the end of the week in the farm store, and I chop it up, I roast it, and we mix it with some couscous. And I eat it all week, essentially for lunch, with like whatever else is left over from dinner the night before. So yeah, it's a great way to use a ton of different vegetables. Any vegetable that is good roasted will be good in this. So
I'm sure somebody's going to ask, what is couscous? Do you have any out here?
So it's a Moroccan style pasta. So it's little tiny pasta balls, essentially, kind of. They're super tiny. But yeah, we'll mix this with some chicken stock and some lemon and parsley, and it's really good. And you can flavor it however you want to. This recipe is not a measure recipe. It is a measure with your heart. Use whatever quantities of vegetables. Put herbs in it. Use whatever vegetables you want. Like, just do what you want, what you like. So, it's a dump and go recipe.
It's busy time in the garden for vegetables right now.
Yeah.
And that's why you do this.
We're overwhelmed.
So what are we putting in today?
Onions, carrots, celery, radish, purple cabbage, orange cauliflower, a bunch of different peppers, some beets, kohlrabi, and some patty pans. Let's chop. Hours later, everything's chopped. So we're just roasting veggies. So garlic, however much garlic you want. You can chop fresh garlic if you want. You can buy this stuff that's already chopped for you. We're gonna do some olive oil, as much or as little as you want. Salt, pepper.
Looks nice.
Look how pretty it is. Super gracefully. You don't have to make this much. Like, I eat this every day, all week. So that's why I make as much as I do. Okay, we'll be back when it's done.
Jeff and I have been up here in the attic where we are packing orders. Do you remember who that order is going to?
This one?
Yeah.
No.
Hold the name. Let's make somebody famous. Who is this order of beef jerky going to?
And the winner is Cody McNelly.
Cody McNelly. There's your order right there. Jeff is packing it himself. But I just got a phone call from Erin that said it's time to stir stuff downstairs. So we're going to go down and do that. There's beef jerky. You can order it on our website, ourwyominglife.com. And here we are back down in the kitchen where Erin has said, like I said, she's going to stir stuff. So let's see the stirring of stuff.
It's roasting.
Come on, make it dramatic. Stir. Maybe I'll add some dramatic music.
Okay, yeah, so we're just gonna, once in a while stir this, and then you're just gonna cook it till your preferred level of doneness. So I like all these little brownie things that are happening.
Brownie things? Like singeing?
Yeah. We gotta get our couscous ready. So I would say this is far enough along to make our couscous.
Let's make couscous.
So we're making lemon parsley couscous. So you just read the directions on the back of the couscous. 1 cup water to 1 cup couscous. You can put butter in, olive oil. I don't do any of that. So we're gonna make 1.5 cups. So we need 1.5 cups of water. We need the zest and juice of a lemon. You could do more or less depending on how lemony you want it.
I really like couscous. I know it's a weird thing, but
I don't think it's weird.
you don't hear, honestly, I don't think you hear about couscous much in Wyoming. Not like a big, Wyoming thing. But
It's really good though.
I was introduced to couscous when I was overseas, and
Big couscous.
big fat
Israeli couscous.
Yeah, so a little different. But when we got together, when Erin and I got together, I think, where were we living? Were we living in Cheyenne at the time, maybe? Or who knows? But I said, have you ever tried couscous? And she said, no, what is that? And I said, let's try it. And they happened to have it at the grocery store. So it's become kind of a staple of our...
I used water, but like you could use chicken stock. It'll just make it more flavorful, but I have some chicken stock concentrate. So I think you're supposed to use a teaspoon per cup. So, you know.
You have no idea what
This
you're
is
doing.
how I measure things, okay? It's fine. It will taste good.
I'm sure it will.
This is why I quit doing recipe videos, because everyone's like, what's the recipe? I don't know.
Watch the video, follow along.
And it's pasta, so you want salt. Okay, so we're gonna, this has to come to a boil, and then we put the pasta, the couscous in. And we have some chicken stock on here, so we'll stir.
Waste not, want not kind
Yeah.
of thing? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I probably would just use my finger and scoop it out, but you know, we're filming, so.
I'm pretty sure Jeff's going to try this, so yeah, you don't want him
Well,
to
it's
watch
gonna
it later and be
boil.
like,
It's gonna boil.
pick your nose and then stick your finger in there.
All right. It needs to come to a boil, and then we'll put our couscous in. We can chop our parsley.
Let's chop parsley. It comes in a little giraffe cup.
I grew this and then put it in a cup. Yes. Again, as much or as little as you want. It's not that kind of herb. And that kind doesn't come with seeds and stems anymore.
I'm old. Whatever. It's been since the late 1900s that...
I learned that this week that on TikTok that the youth of nowadays is calling the 1990s the late 1900s. They're not wrong, but
makes you feel old.
I feel old.
Boiling has been achieved. All right, I think so. I don't know.
So we're actually just going to turn it off.
Okay, turn it off. What did you just say?
I said shoot.
Shoot! Oh, look at you. Adapt and overcome.
Pour. Okay, so this is going to sit for 5 minutes. Lid on.
What do you want to do for 5 minutes?
Well, in about 3 minutes, we'll put the parsley in.
Oh.
So it slightly softens.
Oh.
Okay. It shrinks. So I put the parsley in a couple minutes ago. I don't like it to get like super mushy, so that's why I don't do it at the beginning. Did you take a picture?
I can show.
But it's slightly softened. So couscous just needs to be fluffed with a fork. To serve your couscous and roasted vegetables.
Should I bang on the ceiling and get Jeff down here?
Put some couscous on your bowl or plate.
In your bowl or on your plate.
Whatever. Put as many vegetables as you would like. Wait till it's not 1,000,000 degrees.
Eat.
Eat. It's 1,000,000 degrees. Ooh, a radish. Want a bite? Do you guys want a bite? Seriously, 1,000,000 degrees. Do you want some?
Maybe when we're done filming.
It's not 1,000,000 degrees.
Of course. Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Yummy.
Really good.
Okay.
I'd maybe put a little more lemon on top. Like I'd take some lemon and squeeze it on top.
Couscous. And then you just put some veggies on top. Hey, Bean. Hey. How are you? Hi, Bean. Hi. No jumps. How's Bean doing since her surgery?
She's fine.
She's fine. She's doing great. Jeff, where are you going to do this?
Oh, we're doing it, huh?
We're doing it. You got to try it, and then you got to, if you like it or if you don't.
You can't say it's bad.
You can't say it's bad.
The squash are 1.5 million degrees, so watch out for those. And I put some jalapenos in, so it's a little spicy.
Oh, crap.
I haven't got one yet, so I'm okay.
Good, bad, okay. Da, 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 da.
It's tasty.
There you go.
Good stuff.
Jeff said it's tasty. Thumbs high. Alrighty, guys, that wraps up the weekly vlog for this week. Jeff is fed. He's back, obviously. Erin, our chef extraordinaire, makes another wonderful dish. If you'd like to see her make more on the weekly vlog, maybe that biscuits and gravy will be somewhere in the future.
I have to eat vegetables.
Oh, you have to eat vegetables? No
It's
beef?
vegetable season right now.
It's beef season too, because we got beef coming back from the butcher here, and we're gonna have beef coming out of our ears.
I have vegetables coming out of my ear.
Either way, it's painful. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week right here on the weekly vlog.